Sushi is known as one of the healthiest takeaway foods available. It's quick, easy and nutritious. But is it safe to eat during pregnancy? I'll be back in a minute to tell you. Hello! This is a question that I'm often asked by my pregnant clients. In short, the answer is generally no. But before you switch off, I want you to understand why, as there are some exceptions to the rule and you need to hear these. Firstly, the seaweed of a nori roll is rich in iodine, so is a very nutritious choice for women during pregnancy. Some women with thyroid issues may need to be careful of too much iodine though. Secondly, both rice and fish are very nutritious foods to eat during pregnancy. The problem with sushi rolls, or California rolls as they're also known, is that A, they often use uncooked fish, which has a higher risk of listeria, and B, even if they are made from cooked chicken or cooked prawns, they're often cooked, then cooled, which also allows time for the listeria bacteria to grow. So what about vegetarian sushi rolls, I hear you thinking? Well, even with vegetarian sushi rolls, the rice is usually cooked and cooled, and they may have been stored for days and days, giving too much time for the listeria bacteria to grow. You see, refrigeration doesn't kill listeria, only heat, so that's why sushi tends to be on the higher risk list. So what's the exceptions to the rule then? Well, if you were to make them yourself and eat them immediately, there'd be no chance for the listeria bacteria to grow. Now, off the record, personally, if I felt confident that a restaurant practiced safe hygiene standards and I was absolutely sure that the sushi had been made fresh that day, I'd personally feel pretty okay with eating vegetarian sushi rolls or sushi rolls with cooked meats. Because at the end of the day, I actually think we just need to be practical and we need to use some common sense. If you're overwhelmed with exhaustion, like many pregnant women I see, and haven't had the time to prepare some lunch, and you're stuck between making a choice between eating a bowl of chips for lunch just because they're cooked and therefore listeria free, or having nothing but a glass of water, I'd much rather that you go for the sushi rolls. Sure, they have a listeria risk, but what's the likelihood of you developing listeria versus gestational diabetes? Seriously, what is it? Well, in Australia, there's over 300,000 pregnancies per year, and there's around 7 cases of listeria during pregnancy. That's a 0.000002% chance of developing a listeria infection. Whereas around 50,000 women develop gestational diabetes during their pregnancies. Furthermore, over 50% of women, that's 1 in every 2, will gain too much weight during their pregnancy, which goes on to impact your baby's epigenetics. So my point is, yes, I'd prefer you to have something other than sushi for dinner. I'd prefer that you took the time to cook some fish and have it with cooked rice and steamed vegetables. But if there's a choice between sushi or KFC, well, use your common sense. Now, if you're getting stuck in this situation more often than you'd like, or maybe you'd just like to join my mailing list for some pregnancy tips, well, what I would like you to do is download a copy of my pregnancy meal plan. There's a link in the notes below. As always, I'm here to answer any of your dietary questions, so please feel free to post below. And I look forward to catching up with you next week on Nourish. Of course, some women need to... Just from firstly is fine. Firstly, the seaweed of a nori roll is rich in